Hey, what's up guys? You got Gypsy King here, bringing guys WPL Week 12 battle against good pal and lad Chesban 2, coach of the Rio Rufflets. We are currently 3-2 against him in all-time matches, and we've had pretty solid crackers in the past, and definitely looking forward to this one. And yeah, trying to finish off the season with 3 wins as the goal was a couple of weeks ago. We're going to start off looking at his team. Just by his team comp, I can expect this Licky to be Spidef natured, because he has no other switching to my Specs Greninja, or Greninja in general. So it's very nice to know, but beforehand, this Rotom Heat, I don't know what it could be. And this Chomp was very likely to be physically defensive, to get some chip on my Metacham for certain things, and because it hardwalls Lycanroc. And yeah, I expected the dual Psychic Call to come, because I have a Mega Metacham that kind of rips to his team, and the only thing that really threatens me is a Serp, because once my Grass Resist go down, it can put in lots of work. And yeah. And the key here is to get that Licky chipped to the point where I can kill it with a Greninja hit. And yeah, Greninja kind of goes ham in the team. So, starting lead, I decided to lead off with the Rotom Heat. I decided to lead off with this Scorpion, excuse me. And I decided to go into the Gligar, and that reveals to be max special attack. It is not Specs, and I decided to get my Roost up. I almost went for Toxic, but I didn't know he would think that HPS would kill me, which indeed it did not. And I get a free Roost up, which is very big for preserving health on my Gligar to handle things like the Chomp, and mainly the Chomp, and I'd like that healthy. As I switch into Celesteela here, and this is exactly what we prepped for, and I'm going to Totemize here on the sub. So now that we're faster, and we 2-shot with Air Slash every single time, this is exactly what we prepare for, and as long as we don't miss an Air Slash, we're good to go. And Air Slash is always my play here. I was thinking about predicting Rotom Heat and going into a Lycanroc, but that was never the play because Air Slash 2-shots anyway. We get an unfortunate crit, or not a crit, flinch there against Chesban, and put him very low. And even with the hacks, it was very unfortunate. Air Slash was always my play, and at this point I was very at this point he's definitely going to go into Rotom, because otherwise he needs a Serp, because this is his main win core, and it does very well against my team. And yeah, he's definitely going to save it. And the Air Slash flinches definitely mattered in the fact that it got very low, in the fact that Lycanroc can revenge it with Excel Rock, or he can think that I have the Excel Rock anyway. But yeah, I'm gonna predict the Rotom Heat to come in. I go into my Lycanroc because I'm faster, but instead he goes into Licky, and I decide to SD here because the only thing that he can really do to me is Earthquake, and if I can break this thing well for my Greninja to sweep, that's gonna be very good to me. He goes for Body Slam, hoping for a Parrot, but he does not get it, and I go for my Drill Run in case he wanted to go Chomp, and this is very good for me because Specs Greninja looks very good here. And I decided to go for Crunch because if he locks into a Dragon or Ground type move, I can sack this and go into my Celesteela. And I decided to go for the Surf here because Serperior does not take 2, and it was a safe play by me. He goes for the Volt Switch, and at this point, I predict him to have HPI, so I go back into the Greninja, but he reveals to be Scarfed at this point. I know that he's Scarfed, and yeah. Because he would have gone for HPI, so he would have killed me, because he did reveal to be max special attack on his Rotom Heat. And yeah, I go into Gwen predicting that, and know where he goes for Thunderbolt or an electric type move on my Gligar. He probably thinks I could have set up Rocks or gone for a Toxic, which is fine by me. Rocks at this point are not very important because Greninja kills this every single time. And my game plan here is to preserve my Gligar so it cannot spam electric type moves against me, and I knock out the Serperior with the Greninja, which is very big for me because his 3 main win cons are dead, and now nothing resists Dark Pulse, or nothing gets in the way of Specs Greninja anymore. Now that Licky was gone, he sacked it. because of the flinches, it let me go into my Lycanroc for free. So that was definitely unfortunate. And I go into Skelepede because I feel like Rotom, he's definitely scoffed at that point. And if he goes for HP Ice, predicting my Gligar, I don't want to be caught by that. So I make a safe middle ground play because he does not go for Overheat on my Greninja ever. And safe play by me. And I decided to go into this in case he does Volt Switch. I can Mega Horn something and put in range of anything I want to go for. He doesn't feel to be Rocky Helmet, which is something good bring. And yeah, I get the speed boost and I go for the Aqua Tail here because he definitely goes Rotom here, and he does not sack the Slowbro yet because at that point he just loses to my Medicham. And yeah, so I definitely think he preserves Slowbro, and at this point, getting Chip on this Rotom, I can sack the Skelepede. It's done its job. It weakened a bunch of things on his team, and at this point, Greninja just kind of wins, and I can spam Dark Pulse here. I was thinking about going for Shuriken, but I just win at this point with my Greninja. And at this point, I don't go into my Gligar, because if he goes for the HP Ice, I can just switch out back into Greninja and go for the Dark Pulse. And yeah, at this point, I was very concerned about Dual Dance me with a Z move. It could potentially win the game with the right amount of coverage. Maybe not Dual Dance, but like, you know, Bolt Beam could be very threatening against the rest of my draft. And he doesn't reveal to be a Life Orb, which is very good for me. And I decided to sack this anyway, see what his coverage was. He does indeed carry the Fire Blast. Get this thing weakened to the point where Dark Pulse will kill. And yeah, nothing in it's not Life Orb. I see that he's not Corba. And at this point, I just win the game. I go into my Gligar. And he goes for what I thought was an HP Ice, but it wasn't. I don't know what hidden power this was. I don't know what it covered. But yeah, I just Toxic Stall him. And I can skip here. And Gligar finishes off the deal. GG to Chesben. Thank you so much for the battle. And yeah, we pick up a nice solid 3-0 win over Chesben. Very happy with the way I performed. Sacking Licky meant that Greninja, my Specs Greninja opened the door. Had the door open for it. Excuse me. And yeah, it was overall a good battle. You can expect a season recap video after this, of course. And yeah, I had a lot of fun in this league, and I'll talk more about it. I'll go more in depth on my draft and go over my mons, and if I would draft it again, go over my season as a whole, if I'm happy with my performance, which of course I'm not. We kind of went 3-9 at this point. We did get the 3 wins, which I'm happy for, because we met a goal. 3 wins, the goal was to get into playoffs, but 3 wins is not bad because I set that goal in the middle of the season and we finally got it. Specs Greninja, the beauty of Greninja, finally putting in work, and Medicham didn't even, young Medi didn't even have to go on the field. So yeah, thank you so much for the battle, Chesben. Stay tuned on my channel for a season recap like I mentioned before. Thank you guys so much for watching, it means the world to me, and like always, have a swell day. Peace.